Just because we actually started plot just now. Okay, now we're started for real.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Let me know.
We're good.
Okay. 1 second.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Alright, plug
Oh no, I was just moving.
Okay. So, you guys are heading off. What is going to be your travel order for today?
Well, I just got this fancy new sword, so I might as well stay in front.
Well, who knows where we're going?
We're going north, aren't we? Oh, you mean like map-wise?
Yeah.
Seen a map of the Underdark, but I don't really know where the mushrooms are. So the mushrooms are in front. Put the children up front.
No, let's not do that.
I'll take back, and not to be gay, but put Centrovia right in front of me.
Kinda gay.
Shit.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
Corey is fine. Also, cleric, Entropia is struggling a bit. I can just heal her up.
You have to watch her back.
How is Entropia's
They
foot,
gave
by the
her.
way? It's still really broken.
Pardon?
How is Entropia's leg or her foot? I think was broken.
Her leg is kind of beyond repair right now.
Okay.
It,
No, yeah. That's what I'm a bit confused. I don't know if this was if it was a recent injury or like this is.
Oh no, it is an old injury.
Okay. So yeah. Oh, then is it wise to have her there? Actually, no, actually, that's up to you, Corey.
As long as she is with someone, it's fine.
Yeah, in front of me then.
Okay.
If that's fine with everyone.
Yeah.
We'll take point as usual, as with the high passive perception and all that stuff. If that's the same for everyone else.
Yeah, I think that works.
Yeah, I will go second then, with my big knowledge of a map.
Orpheus does literally have
I'm
a
gonna
map
stand
on him.
behind Phil menacingly.
I do have a map of the Underdark in my inventory also.
Fuck yeah.
Slay.
Hold on, I need to add.
In my dirt
What happened in
game.
Rumpada?
Rumpadump? Oh my god, where's Rumpadump?
Yep, I'm finding him.
Okay.
There
I
it
have
is.
added. Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Oh no.
Killed your
I
double.
lend you the baby Bjorn.
Oh wait, sorry. Did you just say you're giving me the baby Bjorn?
If you want to carry him, you gotta have him in the baby Bjorn.
I think he's fine in my arms though.
But you
But
need those
if
arms for
baby Bjorn-
navigation.
You have arms to use.
Let's ask the Myconid what it wants. And I look at Rumpada.
Rumpadump makes little arm grabby motions up at you.
Wow. It wants to witness the horrors you'll inflict.
Oh yeah, the dragon.
I will. I guess I can hold it. And she'll carry it.
So cute.
Eden. Who said that?
No one.
Eyes front, Philrak.
Of course.
Don't
Well,
want to
eyes
bend
on the...
anything.
Repeat?
Don't want to step into anything unwanted.
Like those slimes again. Ugh.
Exactly. Eyes front.
Still, it's good to get on the road and away from where the hell monsters are. So to the mushrooms, then.
Okay. I'm still trying to find a dragon, believe it or not.
Hey, Corey.
It's cute. Hey, buddy.
my goodness.
Might I request a small moment to do something as we exit the city?
Yeah, of course.
We're leaving, and we're probably not coming back for a very, very, very long while. We will not be coming this way again for some time. There is a fucking demon prince in here. And I'm playing a asshole who is evil, and I would like to do a crime real quick. A very, very quick crime.
Okay.
Go off.
So, I assume there's not mass panic in the streets because, it was very subtle in the palace. People are not going to figure that out.
Yeah.
However, if there's like a gem, like a fucking jewelry store anywhere nearby with like perhaps a diamond that I could just walk in and take before we leave.
So you're just gonna steal from the store?
If you'll allow it.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Why the fuck not? This is funny. You all should be able to move the Dread Dragon Wormling BT dubs. Shit, man. So what are you trying to steal again?
A diamond of some considerable value. I figure, like, hey, wouldn't it be really nice if we had like the potential for a resurrection with Revivify by the time we hit next level, and someone might be able to take it? That would be really cool because I'm scared for several characters' lives.
That's smart.
Yeah.
And also kind of funny.
And
Go
also,
ahead. Sorry.
go on.
You go.
I figured all of this stuff is gonna end up in Grot's hands anyways, so like, these people are losing this shit regardless.
Yeah. Alright. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check to get on into some jewelry store, I guess.
God, please let me roll good. That's not good.
Oh my god.
That's bad. That is the opposite of what I asked for.
Are you doing this on your own, or the party privy to it? Because if someone can help you out, basically.
I think he's not mentioning what he's doing, but he's also not being sly about wandering off into a store. He's just kind of gonna. You can go with him if you were inclined to, but he's not gonna say, "I'm gonna go steal real quick," because he doesn't want to get into a debate about it.
Would I feel okay? I'm just throwing out a Hail Mary. I feel like with my 19 passive, I see that I clock that shit, and I look at Ode and I say, look, he's trying to steal something that could be very important for us in the future. So would you be a dear and work your bard magic on them?
Honestly, I don't actually care that much about stealing, so
That's amazing.
I'm an anti-capitalist, so
I think Clement, is just very happy, satisfied to hear that. And she just gives him a pat on his back, and she's just like, good boy, now go on and help.
there's a reason he's not a cleric. He doesn't like that.
I have to go in.
He'll hum a little inspiration over to our good friend, about to go do a little crime.
Okay.
I would die for him.
I will allow you to roll the inspiration posthumously for that roll.
Okay, let me roll a d6. It's
Because
probably
the
not
anti-capitalist killed me.
Yeah, nice.
No!
So he just walks through the front door, I guess. He just walks in like a customer. Is what I'm getting from this roll.
Yeah, I think he just kind of waltz in. I'd say the shop owner is just like a gruff old Dwergar who like grunts a nod at you as you walk in and like is polishing a couple of stones wearing those big old jeweler's glasses. You do see a couple of diamonds, I'll say. stashed a little bit, like behind some glass and other like spots. You can try rolling sleight of hand.
I'm not even proficient in that. I guess I do have a +5. Let me think
He's the
about
means
this.
of production comrade.
What would be the? I feel like with who Orpheus is as a character, it would be entirely appropriate for him to just payday to walk in and pull out a hand crossbow and just say, "Give me the diamond," and then just think about walking out.
Ashley and Sloopy Dog.
But also, I don't want to put everyone in that situation where we have to leave quickly
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
So I will attempt the role. You said he's preoccupied polishing some stuff, right?
Yeah,
Is he a little distracted?
a little distracted. You can have
Look.
advantage.
Look, hear me out here. What I'm about to say is wrong and also stupid, but
Okay.
but
Okay.
playing a thief in the Zakara game, the best way to steal is openly, because no one would ever expect you to do that. People are on the lookout for people being weird and trying to be sneaky. If I just walk through the front door, it doesn't raise any kind of suspicion, which makes it easier to steal.
Yeah.
Brandon, do you think you should help him?
Look, if push comes to shove, I have a bead of fireball.
No, let's see how this plays out first, and then I could step in and steal it for him later.
Phil
I just
nods.
like to imagine that like Orpheus is talking to the air about this, and you guys are standing like 5 feet behind. Like, should we get involved?
I do have proficiency with thieves tools, and I do have a set of thieves tools. Would I be able to do anything with that in the sleight of hand roll? Would that get me anything?
I'd say probably not, but you do have advantage on the sleight of hand.
Okay.
Why are you persuading me, Brandon?
You need to click anything.
Okay. That gives
Ellie
me-
was trying to cross the keyboard.
Ellie, why are you trying to persuade me?
Sorry.
That's a 20, by the way, Corey.
Hey, bum bum bum.
Hold on. Yeah, I mean that'll fucking do it. You easily flick one of the like side doors for the glass open, and just kind of scoop a little diamond out.
Can I specifically just clarify? I'm aiming for one of worth equal to 300 gold pieces.
Yes. You rolled a dirty 20. I'll give it to you.
Thank you very much. He's just gonna walk through the front door, I guess, walk up to one of the glass cases to the side while the guy's polishing, just casually pull out some thieves' tools and just jiggle the lock open the case, grab a diamond, close the case. The guy's not paying any attention to me.
Not with a 20.
I guess I'll just turn around and leave. Just walked in, took it, and walked out.
Did you get what you were looking for?
Orpheus holds up a small diamond about.
Holy
the
moly,
size
put
of
that
one's
away. What
palm.
in the world?
See, that was a good. I feel like. Fuck that guy. Hell yeah.
Your execution could have been cleaner.
What are your tips?
Don't
He shrugs, keeps walking.
Okay, because I'm going to suggest don't hold that up while we're still in the city.
just walked in, took it, and left.
God.
Yeah. I think as you guys are walking away and like kind of speed walking, you see Jimjar nudge Eldith with like his elbow and just like make a little hand motion, and she like sighs and drops a coin into his hand, and he'll pocket it with a little grin.
He's making bets.
Delightful.
Sitting on us.
Out of bed. Oh my god.
300 GP diamond, add inventory to pouch. Thank you very much, Corey. Feel free to kill whoever you want, because by next level we can revive them. Just wait until level 5, so we have a fire on hand, maybe.
Yeah,
And also
I,
give it to someone else.
I have Spare the Dying as well, so it's the I don't think we need to worry too much. Also,
That is
if
not
I'm
what I
not
wanted to
wrong.
post.
Oh, I'm not. I'm not a grave cleric. Never mind. I do need to be. Do need to touch people in order to use Spare the Dying. But yes, only grave clerics can do that. They can cast it from 30 feet away.
Which is extremely sexy of them, I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, I can see why Graves asked me why Death Cleric. Why not a grave cleric?
Hehe.
But you know, we balling out here, so
Oh my god, we ball.
I too worship ball.
Oh my god. We walked
Think
into
of
the
a big
Yeah.
red ball.
It works both.
All right.
That was
Yeah.
English. Totally,
That was
totally
good. That was
English.
good.
Yes,
You guys
yes.
get the fuck out of Dodge. With a freshly stolen diamond. I'm just flabbergasted, and it's very funny.
I was worried for a hot second there because I was thinking, okay, what would Orpheus do if he got caught? And it's like, well, Orpheus would just shoot him, and that is a lot worse than theft. That's a murder charge.
Catch those felonies.
Walking out like full faced with the diamond is a good alternative to shooting someone. I think it's as much of a power play, to be honest. Good shit. Good
Yeah.
Shit, good shit.
Check our chat really fast.
Okay.
Oh no.
Holy shit.
Hey, you're missing his cowboy hat.
Devil
His
works fast, but
Sorry,
timing
that
works
just won't
faster.
fit in the
Holy
frame.
shit.
What? What have you done?
Kelly looked over my shoulder and cackled.
She's right and she should say it.
A signed Muppet by DM's partner.
A signed Muppet by DM's partner.
The campaign, huge book. The campaign, if Orpheus had a gun, tiny book.
No, I feel like that's the opposite. The campaign,
Yeah.
huge book. Campaign if Orpheus had a gun, huger book.
Yeah.
Because Orpheus has spent the whole time John Wicking around.
We can solve every problem with violence. We just need to be good enough at it to kill
Oh my
everyone.
god.
Why Ranger when you can go gunslinger and just shoot everyone?
This is why we should never give Orpheus a dog.
We gave him
Oh
a
my
dragon.
god. We gave him a dragon.
That's what
We gave him
Wait,
Kovac.
fuck, Carrion!
Philrak?
Oh
Oh god, Carrion! Still.
Okay, I'm ready to leave.
no!
Yeah, so you guys get the fuck out of Dodge. You leave, Gracklestug kind of following directions from Jorlin, who's been out this way before. And you start heading off on your way toward Neverlight Grove. Stool and Rumpidump kind of like pipe up every now and then using their rapport spores, directing you guys down different tunnel ways in order to lead you in the correct path. Who's taking the lead today? Well, obviously Orpheus, so go ahead and roll me the survival check.
Absolutely, boss.
Okay. An 18. That's pretty good. Let me roll a thing real quick. Nobody fucking react. Nobody say anything. Okay, cool. Your day passes by pretty peacefully. You actually don't find anything out here, other than, well, a couple mushrooms, rocks, a little pool at one point, which is fun, and that's kind of it. It seems the paths that you're taking right now are just kind of safe and quiet, which is great, but also unnerving after all the noise and hustle and bustle of Gracklestone.
May I... What would be the role for this even? Insight, I guess? The environment to see if this silence is natural and expected of this place, or if that is indication that something is off. Should it be this quiet?
Yeah, with your 18 survival, you know the Underdark is pretty naturally quiet, and it's much more scary for there to be loud noise, actually.
Okay. So there's no real reason to be concerned.
Yeah, not right now anyways.
Okay.
What do you mean, not right now?
Don't worry about it.
Fear. Fear.
Worries.
You like to know, Weather Boy.
Alright,
Weather boy.
wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
Any watch from the back as well? Also, is Jordan behind or in front?
I just kind of threw him behind you.
Okay, fair enough.
I hate to watch you go. That's not canon, I'm making the joke.
I know.
Okay. If you would like to make like a perception check, you can.
I love making perception checks. I love rolling.
Was that for Orpheus or was that for Lament?
For Lament as well.
Oh,
You're fine. I'll take the perception checks for both of you. And I'll chew them. Nom, 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 nom.
sorry, I was looking at Ghostface ass.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so I've got 23.
Alright, cool. With the 23, you also don't notice anything, nothing lurking in the shadows that you can see. It seems pretty quiet, pretty safe for now. You're aware that it can always change in the Underdark, but for the majority of the day, everything goes pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd say, Lament, you actually, as everyone is casting, you spot a small crevice, and you take a peek through it as the party is starting to walk by, and you find a really nice little camp location inside. That is safe enough that you will not have to make watches tonight. Yippee!
We can come here. We can come here. Well, once we make sure it's alright inside. But
Yeah.
Probably full of spiders. Everything in the Underdark is full of spiders.
you love that, don't you?
In a godly way, yes. I can't say I don't, legally. Or I will also be full of spiders.
I don't think Walt could do anything to hurt you like that. She's not even here. Actually, don't answer that. But I know that's not how gods work. But I
feel
have
like
no
this is
idea
a
Gods are
about
This
so
is not-
weird.
What'd you say?
Sorry?
Gods are so weird.
Agreed. You have that, Toodaloo god, yes?
Aqua?
That
Agma?
one, yes. The one with the trumpets. And
I think he's pretty cool, but I guess maybe that's just because I'm used to him.
Yeah, possibly.
I don't know. I'm not scared of my god, and you're scared of your god sometimes, so I feel like that's maybe a difference.
She's ferociously and fearfully made. And probably stronger than your god, so.
She's a bitch, Entropia says.
Yeah, and that's how you get yourself full of spiders.
Oh no,
Looks fine
what
to
a
me.
nightmare.
Indeed.
I mean, Introvia looks fine to me right now, so I think you can talk shit if you want.
I'm imagining Entrobia is no longer a worshipper if you feel comfortable saying that. If you don't get her booms, you don't get her ire.
You know, the majority of the people in Menzoberranzan aren't worshippers. They just kind of have to go to the service.
Who else is worth worshipping? No offense to Ogma and... Well, I actually don't know what you are. Silly Knight, was it?
Yes.
Sorry.
Glancing. Unconsciously, her gaze goes to Orpheus and she looks back. Yes, I worship the Moon Maiden.
Well, the moon is upstairs, and the music kind of bounces off the walls weird. Right now, all downstairs, you have spiders. So, if you're ever interested in worshipping spiders, Loth likes everybody in her web. But especially Drow.
I'd like to take my chances, thank you.
Fair enough. He
I
heads
think
into the
I'm
spider cave.
sick with Ogma.
Hmm?
Into the spider cave. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I said I think I'm gonna stick with Ogma.
What do you know about Ogma again? Could you someone just remind me? I think I did a check at some point, but
God of knowledge.
out of
Italy.
knowledge. What? How? Okay. You said you don't like clerics, or it's why you did something about not wanting to be a cleric. Hmm. I'm curious as to know why.
It's more that like clerics have like more rules and like the clerics, at least at the temple, like the clerics had to like stay there most of the time.
You do know I am a cleric, right?
But you're like, it's not that I don't like clerics. I think clerics are cool. I just don't really want to be a cleric because like you're a cleric and you're traveling. My best friend is a cleric. I just don't. He's like, uh-oh, I fucked up. Yeah, my best friend is a cleric.
You don't have to justify yourself to me. I was just curious.
Yeah, it just didn't feel like the right path for me. Plus, I'm not good at like that's. There's a lot of like you got to do a lot of like praying at specific times and like all the routines and stuff. And I just like that wasn't. I didn't really. I wasn't good at being on a schedule. But do you like being a cleric?
Loaded question. Next. Just kidding, just kidding. I like most things, it has its ups and downs, but I think that being a cleric is also unique, that you don't see me following the schedule necessarily. I just have faith in that higher power, but I'm not someone who... Well, I suppose back at the temple I did, do the menial things when I was an apprentice, so sweeping stuff and whatnot. But I think once people are not within, and just in general, I think it really depends on the gods you worship as well. I know some gods are very particular in what they want. Out of character. It's just like a snide Shabal, by the way. But
God.
back in character. I think different people interpret their faith in different ways, and some people like the routine and schedule of being in the temple, and some people like the worship that comes with it. But me personally, I kind of just try to do my own thing always. I haven't been, Selena has not chastised me for it thus far, so I think it's working out. Yeah.
Well, without chastisement,
Good.
how do you know you're doing what she asks for?
Because her magic is still there. Right?
Yeah, I would say that's a good indicator. I also think there are different ways in which the gods can reach out to you, whether it's through visions or dreams, whether it's through apparitions. I've not heard much from her. I would assume that's because I'm down here. Either way, I still have my magic. I can still do things, so I think it's working out.
Well,
But yeah,
if Loth is dissatisfied, she fills your mouth full of acid, especially if you step on spiders, which will be in this cave.
Does that happen to you?
Oh, several times. I mean, I haven't stepped on the spider, but the poison mouth thing, plenty. Cave?
Sorry, I got distracted by the message. I was just thinking of what I said. Could you repeat, please, Coffee?
Oh no, he's just saying that the spiders... Don't step on any spiders in the cave or your mouth will be full of poison.
Has that happened to you?
No, because if I stepped on a spider, I personally would be dead, but she'll get a mouthful of poison. I think he's gonna make sure there's no spiders in the cave, actually. That seems like a good way to keep him busy.
Yeah.
I need you to know how much Ode has the desire to find a spider and stomp on it, despite being a fucking pacifist right now.
I look to Entrobia. Is it not true, is it? You've stepped on spiders since your mouth's been filled with acid?
Not personally, but I was never part of one of the major houses, so I don't know, maybe she's more of a bitch to them.
Fair enough.
That sounds like the kind of stuff that like your parent would tell you, like don't go outside in the middle of the night, or like a vampire will eat you or something.
Brandon nodding.
Yeah. You guys can set up camp and make a nice little sleeping spot. That is pretty dang safe as long as you like put up something in front of the crevice you don't think anyone would be able to get in.
Mm-hmm. How are we doing watches? If we want to do watches.
We don't need to do them in the cave. Right?
You don't need to. Yeah, that is the upside. I promise this is not like a trick, a little gotcha.
Yeah,
you rolled really high, so I'm giving you this as a gift.
Nice.
Aw, thank you.
And then I rush out with the knife.
Ah!
Comes Corey with the steel chair.
Okay.
That's fine, yeah. I'm putting Rumpet up next to Toad. Toad? No!
Toad.
Next to Stu. Who's Toad? um,
From
Rumpet
Mario.
up. Yeah.
forgot.
Rumpet up and Stu can, if they want, can. I don't know. They can be cuddle buddies. Cuddle my goodness.
Phil is
Aw.
genuinely putting all the spiders out of the cave on little leaves. Not leaves, flaps.
Alright, Orpheus, you are taking a watch. Then that's fine. You can roll a perception check if you want. However, I did want to slide on over and nudge Brandon.
Hi, hello.
Hi.
Hello.
As you are settling down for the night, you hear a little voice coming from your sword again. Dawnbringer, and she says, excuse me, Brandon?
Yes?
How are you doing?
Me?
Yeah.
I am okay, I suppose.
Okay. Just wondering.
Are you alright?
I mean, I think I am. As much as I can be, anyway.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. I suppose that is true.
Can I ask a question?
Of course.
What year is it?
Hold on. Sorry. What did she ask?
What year is it?
Corey, what year is it?
It is 787.
787?
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Is that what you were expecting?
You kind of like watch as the lights on the sword kind of flicker a little bit, and she says, just means I've been down there for over almost 2,000 years now.
Oh, that is a long time.
You're telling me.
What are you stuck down there?
Well, I can't exactly grow legs and walk.
Brandon, like, oh, right, awkward, like, rubs cheek. Of course, I'm sorry. I guess I meant, where you left down there.
Yeah. When my mistress died, I guess they put me in her tomb.
Hold on. And who was your mistress?
Did you that was the the race that you fought in the tomb? Bryces.
Can you repeat that name, please?
Bryces. I will put it in chat.
Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
Was she always like that?
No. She was a sorcerer for Netheril, one of their flying cities. She was the mistress there.
Does he know anything about that?
You can go ahead and roll me a history check.
Eh.
With a 14, you know about Netheril kind of vaguely. You know that they were a very powerful, magic-oriented empire. They had many enclaves and floating cities and colonies that were spread around Faerun. And honestly, throughout the planet of Toril. Mostly human. And that they fell in, where is that number again? It is there. Negative 339 DR. Sorry, it's 1486. 87.
Currently?
Yes.
Oh boy.
I messed up the timeline. But
That's
yes.
okay. Oh, you were. That is quite a long time ago then.
Yeah. I
Go ahead.
honestly barely remember it, but I know it happened.
You barely remember being in the city?
Yeah. I don't really remember much about what it was like to live there.
Oh. I'm sorry. I don't know what it was like to live there either.
I remember that it was bad. So I'm glad you didn't live there. I'm glad I'm no longer there, but it's weird.
It was bad?
Yeah. It was. You see the sword kind of flicker again as if she's like considering, and then she says, I think
Oh, I was gonna say, he kind of has her like across his like lap, like hand on hilt, almost like gentle.
Aw.
Just like across his legs.
She kind of considers for a moment, thinking like very hard, and then she kind of like Pipes back up. I remember with Mistress Bryces, I think I was a servant.
Oh. As her sword, or?
I remember having hands, so I don't think so.
I just got punched in the chest. Hold on. um. Oh. I'm sorry. I did not know.
It's not your fault.
Maybe not, but I can still be sorry for what happened to you.
Thank you.
No one should have to be subject to not being free.
Well, hopefully we can make sure that every other person we meet stays free then.
Well, he smiles. Kind of thumbs over her hilt a little. Yes, of course. We can do that.
Thank you, Brandon.
Of course, Dawnbringer. Do you like being called Dawnbringer?
Yeah, I don't think I really remember any other name.
Okay. Dawnbringer it is.
Thank you.
Of course. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you for listening.
Always. He thumbs over her hilt again.
Aww. Alright. And you pass some time and then you go to bed.
I'm normal.
Good, because I'm like, what the fuck?
Hello? How dare you? First of all, fighting you.
I have
Princess
hands.
man.
Really just punched me. Anyways, I'm sorry. Continue.
Every time I'm allowed to cook, I make things very sad.
Good.
I know. Can carry on with it. I like being hurt.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Alright. Orpheus, did you want to roll just a perfunctory perception check for the night?
Fuck.
You don't see shit.
You see some really gay
doesn't pay
swords.
attention. And instead, he spends his time carving out a number of little figures, including a woman in a dress, a man in a big hat, and two small children.
Oh.
Philaric points at the big hat. Is that you?
No.
Oh, I only have to see it for hours.
Orpheus will sign
at the same time.
no at Philrack.
Then who is it? Do I recognize?
You can insight.
Yeah.
Depends on how detailed you're making the hat.
It's very clearly not the same hat he's wearing. It is a big hat, but
It's the hat he wishes he was wearing.
it's the hat he wished he wore.
Oh, he wished he wore.
Dream hat.
I was gonna say his insight is dog shit, but that's a pretty neat roll.
It's a pretty decent roll, actually.
It's a small figure, and he's being very delicate with it. He doesn't want to break it. His hat is more like flat across the top. This one is like bent upward at the side and has a large kind of like protrusion from the top, like some kind of feather. Seems vaguely familiar.
Hmm. Well, they do look really skilled. If you're interested in returning to Men's Baranza, I'm sure you could pick up the trade. And possibly a wife.
I'm not interested.
Far be it from me to push. I'm just saying it's anybody's best bet. They'll all find us eventually, but running is good. They'll walk past.
I was literally about to have Orpheus say I'm gay, but just for the
I am
meme, but
a
also he's not.
homosexual man.
Say it, coward.
Orpheus
Say it,
isn't gay,
Kevin.
you're gay. If you sleep with Orpheus, that makes you gay, no matter what your sex or gender is. There is only gay sex.
He's the gayest straight sex.
Jim Jar's gay bar for straight men.
Orpheus in fucking, like, BDSM harness. Someone get on that.
Promi? Promi?
Probably.
I have
You're
to
so
draw it
normal.
several days. I have to find a reason. Godspeed. Phil is just there to nag him and walk around since it's not his sleep time. But he will sleep when it's sleep time.
Vilrak will take note that the hat does seem familiar, though.
Mm-hmm.
Can I give a hint out of character?
Oh, I can guess.
You can do anything you want forever, Chief.
Hey. Hey, Coffee, I'm just gonna say this, and I hope you remember it.
Yep.
Barrett Baby Bjorn.
Oh, I know. I figured it out before, and I already know. I put it together instantly. I knew before he asked.
It's Lady D's hat. Gosh.
Okay, I'm good.
Alright. The next morning, the rest of you all wake up or get out of your trance. You see the mushrooms playing a little bit off to the side, but they skitter over when Entropia calls to them and picks up Stool and Rumpidump. And you guys are all ready to go and continue on your next day.
Ah, okay. How many more days of this? 11?
Sorry, just out of character, Graves, does Orpheus dump the... what does he do with the figurines? Just keep them?
He sets them out next to each other on the floor for the night, and in the morning he will collect them and pocket them. So there is opportunity to see them.
Do I see them?
Do you want to?
Yeah, I'm curious.
They're on the floor until they're ready to head out. He'll pick them up last minute.
I'm whispering to Carrion. That's such an interesting skill, but a very lonely one. Do you think he picked it up?
I don't know, probably.
Do you, Carf?
No, I never had time to learn.
Well, nuts. He watches the proceedings.
I look at the thing.
Yep. If you're trying to see if you can recognize it, roll me an insight check. You'd know that fucking hat anywhere, motherfucker.
Ah! I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Do I recognize the others? Or
No, not at all.
God, the urge to break off the head of this little figurine. I am holding it. Well, I'll pick it up actually. At risk of having my hand cut off. Yes, I do.
Orpheus just watches as you pick it up.
I think you can tell there's recognition there.
He cocks his head. His eyes narrow a little bit, trying to figure out what the connection between you and this figure is.
Oh. I know him personally.
His eyes narrow even more?
Permission to name drop?
By all means.
Graves, are you okay with that as well?
Go ahead.
I know you have beef with Hasmizrim, but Corey, it is who I'm thinking of, right?
I mean, it should be.
Yeah. I know you have beef with the people that imprisoned you, but what does Jarlaxle have to do anything with it?
That was the name. Phil snaps.
Orpheus just... He doesn't say anything, and you can't see any kind of expression for the mask, but he holds a long and uncomfortable gaze with you.
Jarlaxle, he's a very popular drow. Bill's like explaining the name drop with Brandon asks.
Thank you. Brandon, eyeballs you.
Lots of, commerce and stuff. We love that. Usually on the surface, though, if you run into him. But not exclusively.
Oh,
You know him?
I've run.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh. How so?
I lived in the area.
Which area was that again?
What Felrek Corey?
The surface? No.
Ah, yes, this is true. I keep forgetting. This has been your life. Luskin. I think that's the name, right, Corey?
Yes.
What did you say?
Luskin.
Luxkin. Yep, no bell rung. But Jarlaxle definitely rings a bell.
Well, that's where he is right now. That's where he's been for a while.
Except down here, where he has his own little figurine. For what
Maybe
reason?
Can
I do
I-
not know.
Sorry.
Can I insight Lament.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to figure out where her allegiances lie in regard to like where her feelings lie in regard to what she thinks or feels about Jarlaxle. Is she an enemy? Is she a friend, an associate, an underling?
Done. If Corey is willing, I can even give
Yeah, no, of course.
advantage for that.
By all means.
You... I think you can roll again.
Yeah.
Hee. That's a lot better.
There's some beef.
There's beef.
Yeah. It's complicated beef. I would say you maybe get the feeling that Lament has known Drax for a long time. And not at all in a lover way or anything, right? I think she'll also just say that's where I grew up. He's been there for as long as I can remember.
If the thought in my head is even close to the truth about the nature of Lament's possible relationship with Jarlaxle, I'm gonna eat your fucking hands.
It's maybe disappointing, but I don't know what you were thinking, so.
Lament, you look familiar.
Oh, he was one of the people that ruled the roost there.
Like, he is part of House Bainray. It would be expected of Drow from House Bainray to rule anywhere they landed. Like the mayor or something? Is that what you call it in the surface?
No, not like that.
Like, what?
Is he out of character? He's not a part of the house anymore, right? Like he's left that life.
Technically not part of House Bainray. In terms of the legality. Mostly because it was a mutual disownment, if you'd say so.
Yes. Okay, yeah. Well, as far as I know, his family disowned him.
It
And
happens.
a good thing too. Good thing too.
Why, if you want to elaborate, you're welcome. Otherwise, I'm going to pack up. But it's curious that you'd run into such a drow upstairs. I figured he would have killed everybody he met, but he's a bit different, isn't he?
Oh. Lament just looks Felrak up and down. She's like, I guess you can say that.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh. Well, he's annoying, but he's not a kiss-ass like you are.
I wouldn't call myself one.
You seem to be wanting to go to Mensor no matter what it took, so I'm inclined to think that of you.
Oh, well, if kissing ass you mean respectful to my betters, then certainly. Although I should get there with some urgency, so I'm going to go pack up. You enjoy playing with the dolls.
God, the urge to hex him because he said that.
And he does explain who Jarlaxle is to the group. His
Yeah,
understanding, which is
think
probably not as full as theirs.
Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Very famous guy.
I'll also say, once Felrak goes off to pack and explain, I'll look at. I see the other dolls as well, right?
Yeah.
Dolls. That's shit. You conditioned me. Figurines. Do they harbor any recognition?
No.
No. I'll look at Orpheus and I'll say, if you want to know more, you can come find me afterwards. No. Put the figurine of this fucker pirate back down. And I walk away. Unless Orpheus wanted to add something to that. I didn't mean to just take off.
Corey,
Yeah?
can I have literally like a minute and a half in secret chat with you?
Yeah, of course.
Just with you. Just very,
Yeah.
very, very quick.
Yeah, very quick. Yeet.
Yeet.
Bye forever.
I need to find the fucking ferret Baby Bjorn image.
I don't know what you're fucking talking about.
Yeah, I'm so confused.
That's why Corey put it that way. It's because Jarlaxle showed up in his fucking pirate outfit with a diaper on, and it was just so fucking. He was so nude, and there was a ferret, and he was holding a ferret.
What?
So I painted over the ferret. I don't even know what game it was for. I just had a habit of being there for these games. And I'm like, where is the fuck? I actually need to ask him what game was the ferret in? Where was he? The ferret baby
What is name?
image.
I
Everybody
don't
said
know.
that everything I say sounds crazy, like earlier in the session. Like, this is definitely one of those.
You
Yeah.
sound insane.
Yeah, this doesn't sound like English anymore.
Yeah.
Correct.
You sure are saying words.
Thank you for the word. It's the caffeine word salad. I'm saying that I have painted Jarlaxle once in a ferret Baby Bjorn. What I mean by that is that I think a character was a ferret being held very lovingly by Jarlaxle, and therefore was in a Baby Bjorn because he was nude. What campaign was the ferret from, so I can find it?
That was from Dragon Heist.
Okay, I'm gonna be there for a bit, but don't worry about it. Because I'm sounding insane and I need to find it.
I
would love to know.
Oh yeah, where is it?
Yeah.
Don't worry, don't wait on me. It's gonna take me a bit.
I really need to go and play Dragon Heist again because that was the game I TPK'd in session 2 in. Because our wizard Ice
Yeah.
Mars.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about this.
I
Yeah.
desperately want to go play that again. I was very interested in it. As for what happened when I just left here with Corey, Orpheus just gives a very long and quiet stare at Lament, which is not unusual in any regard. He's just trying. He's looking at her and he's measuring her in some sense.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. Teehee.
Give me more! Damn it! Fair enough. I'll go pack as well.
Orpheus picks up his little figurines and pockets them.
Interesting. Very interesting. I and Levent are very curious as to what's going on because fuck that guy, actually. But yeah. So we're packing?
Yep. And you guys are heading off to go continue on your next day. I will say this is probably the last day of travel until I end the session because I'm very tired. And also, I don't want to run combat today.
Yeah, that's fine.
Ooh.
So we will do that next week. But we'll get another day of travel out of the way so that you guys only have 10 days as opposed to 11.
Okay.
Solid.
Yippee!
A nice even.
A nice even number. And I'll probably skip a couple of those days of travel, honestly.
Does
Mm-hmm.
Brandon look any more haunted for knowing what he's holding?
Yeah, how's Brandon doing?
He's not looking great.
You want to
No,
talk about that? buddy?
Definitely looks haunted. I think haunted is the correct word.
Mm.
this man's really like floating through life right now, but not in the good way. What's that?
You know, Bernadette asked you something the other day.
Oh, yes? What is it?
You're Are you from the surface?
Yes?
Cause you like, I've never. Well, there's not a nice. There's not a nice way to ask this. Your eyes.
He like touches under them. Is like, what about them?
I've seen Heron before, and their eye. I didn't think their eyes looked like that.
Look like what?
Kind of like they're like kind of bright, right? Or like
Yeah, they're like,
colors different.
yeah, they're a little like kind of cat-like almost, like a drow eyes probably. Weird looking motherfucking eyes that Harrigan should not have.
Sideways once.
They look more like. Here, hold on a second. He's gonna just like minor illusion, like this is what I am used to eyes looking like. This is what your eyes look like.
Brandon looks at you and he's like, do my eyes look like that now?
Well, they look like so they'll kind of snap and show just kind of the change, like the way that the eyes are like a different color and like kind of differently oriented. Like they look more like this.
This is. I didn't know they changed.
How long have you been down here?
1 second.
Pulls out the fucking notebook.
Yeah. Brandon probably, he does have a journal, so he probably, me pulling up my notes. Well, I was in custody for like 9 days, and then I've been with you guys. Yes.
So like the 9. Were you down here before you got caught?
Well, yes, I was. I did say that I was. I stole from that. Whoever the fuck that wizard was.
Oh yeah, you guys told me about that because the dragon was just hatched and then I kind of couldn't move because it wouldn't let me move. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's interesting. I mean, your eyes are very pretty. Don't get me wrong. Like you're very handsome and you have very, very pretty eyes. I was just confused because I was like, those don't look like. But you know, like I learned lots of the stuff that I learned from books. So since I just learned them from books, I was like, maybe the books were wrong. And now I'm talking a lot. But I was just like, are you okay?
I mean, I could see in the dark now, and I couldn't before. But I didn't know that my eyes changed color.
Is that not normal for Herringans?
No, like, Odd just showed us what our eyes should look like. Apparently, that is not what mine look like anymore.
It's like they adjusted.
When Mizrim does catch you, they do like unique pets, so that's to your benefit.
I really wish you would stop saying shit.
It's just an
You
observation.
remember the other day? You remember the other day when I said about how Goth's gonna be on the inside?
Sorry.
She's
You remember that when we talked about inside thoughts and outside thoughts?
But it's an outside situation. Very outside, actually. We're being realistic. Use it to your leverage in case they do catch up with you, because they will. Because they're never going to stop chasing you, because you humiliated them. But don't worry about it.
That seems like a them problem. Not
Oh no,
my
it's very much so a you problem. As in, it will become a problem for you. Sorry, I don't mean to interject. But yes, important observation. That means we don't have to really light these torches anymore.
Can the rest of you see in the dark?
Well, I know at least Lament and I can, because we're tieflings.
And Drow
Right.
obviously can. Carrion, you?
Yes, I can too.
Right. Oh, we can travel in the dark. You'll
That's
see the
a
entire
goal.
place lights up with bioluminescence. The mushrooms around us, they can't really go with torches. Oh wait, there's other people here. Hi. Can you see in the dark? I look to the NPCs.
I really dislike that condescending voice you're using.
Yeah. Eldith kind of like
Face.
snorts at you. And, of course, I can see in the dark. And Jimdar pipes up and adds, "I was literally born down here. I think I can see just fine."
He like skips his finger over everybody. Eldith?
She just said yes.
Oh, okay, never mind. And the mushrooms don't even have eyes. Drow, drow, drow.
Mushrooms.
Alright, lights off.
Cool.
I think
Are you
Gilrak
sure?
does want to show them what
Are you
mushrooms
sure
do
you
in the
slept
dark.
okay?
Huh? What was that, Ode?
Oh, I was just checking to make sure he slept okay. Bran looks a little.
I slept okay.
Well, if there's anything like on your mind later, we got lots of walking to do, so we can always talk.
Yes, of course. He probably like has a hand on like Dawnbringer. It's like thumbing over like the pommel. Thoughtful, Your Honor.
I think Phil wants to turn the lights off because he prefers how the Underdark looks in the dark. Because I think... Where are we right now?
You're like a day outside of Gracklestug.
Environmentally. Tunnels are outside, quote unquote.
Tunnels.
Oh, okay. Large tunnels? Small tunnels?
Right now it's more small tunnels.
Alright, when they're big mushrooms, he wants to point out the big mushrooms glow. He likes plants.
Yeah.
Yes. You'll see it when we see it, but when you don't have lights on, the Underdark looks much different. So surfacers can't really appreciate it. You're a very lucky Harengon.
Thank you, I think. It didn't sound like an insult like it usually does.
I don't insult, just use observations. Unless when I insult. But, I mean, insults can't really hurt you.
I think they can, but okay.
I think maybe that's another conversation we have to have at some point.
That's a lot of conversations. Noted. Mushrooms first. I mean, walking first. I mean, going to the mushroom place. Both.
Alright. So let's get started with you guys having your next day of travel. I'm assuming Orpheus is taking the front again.
If it's not a
You
problem.
can even have a bardic inspiration to make sure he does even better.
Fuck yeah!
I totally do.
PogChamp.
I am now going to Nat 1.
Manifest.
I will try.
I'll take that
Let's
again.
go.
That's fine.
Yep.
Yes, Joe, sorry. Didn't mean to speak over you.
I'm good. I didn't say anything.
Who did I speak over?
Someone said also.
Yeah.
Ghost.
Okay.
Awesome.
Awesome! Okay, that actually tracks.
Okay, yeah, okay. That's why there kicks in the auditory processing.
I had the same.
Yeah.
Handshake. Neurodivergence all around.
You want that survival check?
Yes. Nice. And you have a bardic inspiration if you want to use it.
Why not? It expires in 10 minutes, so I'm not going to be rolling in the next 10 minutes in game, anyways. 25.
Nice. Do. Let me go to the thing. All right. Your day goes by once again pretty quietly. You begin to open up into some bigger tunnels. Philrak, you are able to point out some of the bioluminescent mushrooms as you pass.
Look.
It's pretty.
Small word for a pretty fantastic natural phenomenon, but yes, it is pretty.
It is beautiful, Philrak. Thank you for showing me.
And you're welcome.
They get along for 2 more seconds.
And then they inevitably start fighting again.
It's the bit.
What were you gonna say?
Huh?
No.
No, I was just gonna ask about the mechanism. Is Entropia holding both of them, or just Storm?
She was holding both of them this morning, but she would have handed Rumpadump over to you after he asked.
Oh, have we bonded? Am I mom now? This is the way. This is the unballification of Molest. Like her mushroom mom. She's holding the baby. She's holding Rubber. I will say there is just something so foreign about seeing this tiefling who has been just kill, Angie and everything, and just holding a child.
We don't know how
Like-
deadly this thing is yet.
Hmm?
We don't know how deadly this person is yet. I mean, we kind of do, but still.
Yeah. Okay, no, I just wanted to clarify that for my mental movie.
Mhm.
Alright. Yeah, no, you're fine. What was I gonna do now? Okay. Yeah. As you are walking, however, Orpheus, you see ahead, a very deep ravine, up ahead. And it looks like a rope bridge that is spanning across a 50-foot wide crevice. If you get a little bit closer, you can look down and see how deep it is, and it looks to be about. It stretches out past actually the limits of your dark vision.
Oh, shit, that's a lot. I got 150.
Yeah.
That's. Gonna like pick up a rock, toss it in, and like count the seconds.
It's quite a while before you hear it like clink. You can guess it's probably like maybe 250, 300.
What's the condition of the bridge look like?
The bridge looks to be in pretty decent condition. How are you going to investigate it?
If I might request that everyone pause a moment a distance from the bridge while they go ahead, just to not draw attention if there's anyone around here that might be waiting on the other side, or this is a really, really good spot for an ambush. Yeah. This is a great place for a trap. This is where I would trap someone.
He'll take his weapon out at the signal. He's signaling to hold back.
What's the lighting level of this area?
The light's pretty dark. There's not the only light sources are a couple of bioluminescent mushrooms, and even then, that's not really enough to make much of a difference.
I will give the mushrooms a wide berth, regardless, just to remain unseen. May I attempt to check to see if anyone's been through here recently?
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Let's see. I'm not good at those.
While that's happening, could Lament and possibly anyone else who is good at the required skill just check for any alternative way across? Can we see anything?
You can roll me perception checks if you want.
Mm,
Ugh.
23.
It looks alright. With the 5. You don't see anyone, or any signs that it's been recently used. Rope seems in good condition. With a 23 Lament, you do not, see any other way across. You do know that there were a couple of, alternate tunnel routes you could try and double back to take, but it would take a longer amount of time.
Is anybody
With
afraid of
that-
heights?
I'm just wondering with that perception as well, is there anything that I can see across on the other end? Or Corey? Hello?
I'm sorry, what did you ask?
I was just wondering, with that perception, is there anything that I may notice across the bridge as well?
You do not see anything across the bridge. It looks safe.
Okay, well, I guess I'll relay that info. It looks like this is the only way across. We could try and head back if we're not feeling confident about the way ahead, but I'm thinking that may take a lot longer. But it doesn't look like there's anyone on the other side from what I can see from here.
If I still had my spellbook, I could have casted Fairy Fire so we wouldn't ever have to worry about falling. I don't love crevices.
Do you mean Featherfall?
I do mean Featherfall. It's been a bit.
I can tell.
I don't
know.
If we're insecure, we could tie a rope, perhaps, to something on this side, just
What?
in case somebody else cuts it. I know we're being pursued. With the rope that we have, I hold up 50 feet.
Corey.
Yes.
I would also like to make a check to look at the other side of the bridge, and I would like to pull out the spyglass that I
Okay.
bought, and just survey the other side of this crevasse and see, are there any place over there that would be a really good hiding spot for people on that side?
You can go ahead and roll a perception check.
May I do it at advantage because of the spyglass?
Sure. I'll allow it.
Thank you.
With an 18, you don't really notice anything. It all looks pretty clear. You don't see any good hiding spots on the other side either. It's a pretty much like a straight tunnel forward for as far as you can really see. Brandon, are you tossing a torch in?
Joe, you muted.
Hi.
Ah!
Sorry. Yes, I would like to do that, please.
Okay.
He's gonna take out his little tinder box and like light something, and kind of just like go to the edge carefully and toss it into the crevasse.
Okay.
and kind of see if there's anything of note, I guess, as it falls.
Right. You chuck it and you watch it fall. You do see a couple of small, like, animals that have been clinging to the side of the rock, like, skitter a little bit when they see it. Some of them actually, like, let out little noises of annoyance at the bright light.
Bread and like,
Um,
sorry.
But you don't see anything. Nothing dangerous, anyways. It just looks like a very deep fall.
Okay.
You do see the torch go out when it hits the bottom and hear a little bit of the splash, and you can assume that there was a little bit of water down there.
Okay. Alright, I just wanted to check. Thank you.
Philrak with his
Orpheus
heavy
is-
armor is going to test the bridge.
Hold on. No,
Grabs
no,
his
yeah.
scruff.
I asked you all to hang back a moment. Orpheus is coming back to the group. And he's gonna just recommend in sign language to Philrak. Uncertain we should cross one by one.
Got it. Philrak is going to go test the bridge.
Grab him.
Grabs. I'm still holding the scruff
Oh my
of this
goodness.
man.
His legs click up in the air.
Is
there a
there
problem?
anyone who could get back over
I-
easiest?
We should, at the very least, tie a rope to your waist so you don't fall to your death.
He's already on it. He has his 50 feet of rope tied around his waist, and he's going to toss the other end to Brandon.
Quiet people first.
Oh, okay, let's switch this around. He puts the loop around Brandon and holds his end. I won't say what this reminds me of.
It's fine.
Awful.
I will lead the way.
Does anybody have a second rope?
I do. Brandon pulls out his rope, ties it around Orpheus. Doesn't wait for is that okay? Just does it.
Just on it.
You fucking leashed him.
Yeah, and
Orpheus is going to stop him when he reaches into Orpheus's personal space. It's not a hand around the throat, but it is a very aggressive palm to the chest, pushing you away.
Do you want to fall to your death?
He can walk up walls. I get
I-
behind Limit to say that.
I will investigate other side, secure position. Then you follow one by one.
What's he saying, Philrak? Translate.
Oh, he wants to do it all on his own.
He slaps Philrak.
As we investigate the other side of the bridge alone, and then afterwards we go one by one. Presumably in order from stealthiest to not stealthiest. He wants to go ahead.
I feel like
I'm
that's
not-
fine.
Saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying that perhaps we should hold the rope connected to you on this end until you get to the other side. Just in case the bridge gives out.
That
Orpheus
sounds like a
gets.
good idea.
I would.
That sounds like a good plan.
Orpheus will just speak up and say, "No tether, more dangerous for me."
Okay. Whatever you say, big guy. Steps back.
I also think they should. I also think that the lighter people should go first, so that we don't risk.
Brandon is the smallest, lightest, stealthiest, and most expendable.
I really don't think Brandon's the shortest of this group.
He's bigger than you, Philrak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, but I have my
No, but
armor
I
on. so
meant-
as
I
far as
also-
weight,
I meant weight, not height. Just to clarify. Which means you, big guy. I'm sorry you're gonna have to go last, but I don't want the bridge to give out halfway through.
How long is the distance across the crevasse? Like, what is the length of the bridge?
50 feet.
50 feet. Okay. If I cross, I can still fire onto the side that we're currently on if anything happens on this side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, sorry, my family was yelling at me.
I'm so sorry.
Am
Kill
I
them.
going last? I couldn't hear.
That's.
I mean, I made the suggestion just because I'm just thinking, like, maybe the lighter people can go first.
Yeah.
So that the bridge doesn't get laid down.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Carrion's just gonna nod, like, makes sense.
Do you want to tether
Mhm.
to Karen?
Will it fit around me?
Yes. Walkies, walkies, walkies.
Give him walkies.
Give him walkies.
Yeah, he'll shrug and say sure.
All right, Brandon, you can use that on Carrion.
Okay. He
And then I'll
goes to
hold
do.
it. That's 3. Sorry, you could finish.
No, he just does that.
All right, you can do the head thing, and then we'll follow back and make sure nobody falls, if that's what you want to do. Yeah.
All right. So Orpheus is going across first.
Yes. He will take one step onto the bridge, and it's not like a jump, but you know that thing where like you bend your knees and you push your weight downwards to test. Like
Mhm.
he does this one step out.
The bridge holds. It sways a little bit, but it's bound to do that. Rope bridges are notorious for being unstable.
Okay, he's going to take one step back onto land. This area by the bridge is relatively dark, you said.
Yes.
So he's technically invisible at this moment. He's going to click his boots of speed together, and he's just going to take it upon himself to stress test the bridge while also getting across it as quickly as possible. We are going to sprint this whole thing.
Okay.
We're going like max speed, so it's 50 feet across, 35 doubled to 70. He'll make it without dashing.
Yeah, all right. You run across the bridge. It creaks a little bit and sways under your weight as you walk, but it doesn't fall or break. It doesn't even like seem to be straining all that much.
Okay. As soon as he reaches the other side, he's gonna duck low and make a stealth and perception check to try and make sure he's unseen on this side if there's anything around here, and also to see if there's anything waiting.
All right, go off.
Stealth. 27. Perception. 20.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, it seems to. I'd say that you are able to, like, kind of sneak pretty easily. You don't. You don't think that there's necessarily any threats around after a good look. It all seems pretty above board.
Okay. He will pull out the lantern of tracking, and it's one of those lanterns that closes to prevent light from leaving. You can just like put the hood over it. He will light it real quick with his tinderbox and kind of like Morse code light flash just to the other side to everyone so they can see, and he'll give the okay.
All right, let's get this baby chain moving. I think I listed it. How do we feel about that in terms of weight, just in case this thing gives? Oh, wait, no. Brandon wanted to ask something.
Okay.
The tether?
Did you?
Oh, yeah. Is there like something that we could attach rope to? the side?
There's a large stalactite that you could probably wrap around.
Great. I would like to do that, please.
Sure thing. You go ahead and do that, and you're all set.
Ty's big fancy knot, nice and secure. I guess he's going next. He'll walk out onto bridge.
Once you're halfway, you can pretty much jump over, right? We've seen you like really jump. Phil calls.
Yes, I think I can just like jump this entire thing. Technically, he just walks.
All right. Yeah, you make it across safe and sound, and I'd say everyone else is also able to make their way across without any issue. The bridge does dip a little bit more under Carrion's weight, but it does not fall or falter. It's just like a little ominous.
Once we're all over, Phil will pull the rope really hard so the knot undoes or breaks. So we can get most of our rope back.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to help?
Yeah, Bran will help you.
I'm carrying probably do this, but I'll pull
Oh, whatever. Doesn't matter.
You got this.
I'd say you guys
All
are
three of us.
yeah, with all three of you, you're able to get the rope back.
Great.
And we carry on. That's a really good pun.
Bells.
Yeah. All right. Then we continue on.
All right. You guys are able to find a place to stay for the night and then get some rest, and that's where we'll end off.
Hell yeah.
Yay!
Solve a rickety bridge puzzle.
I hope bridges become your fucking door.
I
There's something about that.
did! We got walkies.
Walkie's real.
Yeah. Also, that was fun. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I hope everyone had fun, and we are all doing all right. Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Don't forget to stop recording.
Oh Christ! Thank you. I need none of those every time.
Yeah.